Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, we're going to be working with single stick, and we're going to first start off with a very basic exercise, and then we're going to progress that. Pretty much the usual formula I do on my YouTube channel. So it's all about the progression, right? So let's get started. First, let me just show it real fast. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I'm doing here is a number 1 strike on, notice, my right side, okay? Number 2 is on the left side of the target, okay? And then from there I bounce back and I go number 3 is on the left side, and then number 4 goes to the right side, okay? So right, left, left, right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Key thing while you're doing this exercise is this left hand needs to be here. It's very easy for the left hand to just kind of be right here and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is very lazy. We don't want that. So the first step before the left hand can come into play and help out the right hand, we want to be aware of it. So keep it here. Get in the practice of keeping it here at all times. So if you're a beginner, make that effort and keep the left hand here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, the left hand is right here. All right, so the next part is, as we're doing this, number 1, and then on number 2, we're going low line, right? So 1 and 2. So for all the low line shots, which there's 2 in the total of 4 moves that we're doing, I want you to go ahead and get low, like this. And then 3, and then 4. Once again, for 4, get low. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, I'm changing levels. You really want to practice that and include that in your practice because it's so worth it. There's so many good benefits to doing it. I highly, highly recommend it. First of all, just for exercise alone, you're doing basically a half squat. If you do a full squat, I mean, this could be bad for your knees. You don't want to hurt your knees. But this is a half squat that we're doing. So this is much, much safer than a full squat. So 1, 2, see, changing levels, okay? So just come down like this. Get in the habit of doing this. And notice that I'm doing this. I'm not doing this. So I'm not going 1 and 2, reaching down. If you bend over like this, this is terrible because your head is going to be very, very vulnerable. So you don't want to do that. There's many martial arts styles, many techniques that exploit a person that does this. So you don't want to do that. If someone's trying to take you down and you don't want to get taken down, you're not a grappler, you don't want to be on the ground, then you need to change levels, bottom line. If someone's trying to take you down, this is how you stop it. You got to get low too. So this is a great thing for self-defense and also, once again, for exercise purposes too. So I highly recommend 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're going to go empty hand. So pretty much the formula for Eskrima, when we go into empty hand, the way that I teach Eskrima, it's a simple formula that we basically go and do the same thing that we did with the sticks. So just go ahead and pretend like you're holding the sticks and do the exact same thing. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to keep the left hand right here, and then for the low shots, change levels. 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can get into practice this way, and now we can start changing. Instead of a fist, we could put in palm strikes. Okay, so we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, remember, Eskrima is the art of improvised weapons. So I could mix in a fist, and then I could do a palm strike, I could do a chop, and then over here I could do another palm strike. So you're mixing it constantly. You could change your weapons as if I was using a rock, a knife, a spoon, a flashlight, whatever, just like in the same way, I could change my hand configuration as well. So I could do a claw over here. This one could be a hammer fist to the groin, and then this one over here can be a chop, and then this one is a palm strike, okay? So much in that same fashion, you can change it up as well. But, okay, so now, here's another exercise to make it a little bit more realistic. So when we go number 1, number 2, number 3, I'm going to go here. Okay, instead of hitting back up here, so instead of going 1, 2, and then 3 back up here, I'm going to go 1, 2, and then this, the frame. I'm using my forearm frame like so, and then this hand for support. The left hand comes here for support. So 1, 2, and here. Okay, because the reality is, let me put in a little bit of force. I go 1, 2. You see that? It comes right back. Okay. Probably in real life, the guy may not even go back that far, okay? So we're gonna be in the clinch. And when that happens, 1, 2, right here. See, I want that arm there for my protection. So from right here, we wanna be able to do things. So this is the reality. Instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, if I'm able to land all 4 shots, all right? This guy wasn't doing anything. He was in shock. I had surprise to my advantage, or I'm that fast. So we don't want to play the game like that. So I want to anticipate realistic movements. So we're going from textbook and now changing it to application. And when you do that, it's going to change things a little bit. So instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to be 1, 2, right here. Okay? So this is my number 3 now. My number 3 is right here. And from this point, I could grab and add an elbow right there. So from right here, my number 3, I could scoop to an elbow shot right here. Okay? So from this frame position, boom, there's my elbow. Okay? And I could do other stuff. Boom, start throwing knees and whatever. But okay, so once again, 1, 2, boom. My number 3 is now here. Okay, if I can do a stronger strike, great. If I can't, that's fine. My number 3 is protecting me. I could do the elbow. Another option is if these start to back away, then I could use this frame right here to push my hand out for back fist. Okay, so one more time. That knocked it over. So 1, 2, boom. Right here to the frame. That's my number 3. And then from here, I showed you could do an elbow, or from right here, if they start to back away, I'm going to do that right there. So that we practice in Eskrima. So we go 1, 2, 3, boom. This is the kind of motion that we do with the Eskrima sticks. Same idea. This is our backhand strike. Right here, I'm using my frame to push, and there it is. So 1, 2, boom, right here, strike, backhand. Alright, so last move, don't worry, I have not forgotten about number 4. The moves that I just showed you, number 1, this is, you could do a palm strike to the ear, okay, boom, and then this right here is a strike to the bladder area, number 2, and then number 3, I'm saying more realistically, you're not going to have a whole lot of time to get right back and land a clean shot to the other side of the temple, because they're moving too. So 1, 2, boom, we're in the clinch. So I have the frame, and then the elbow or the back fist, those are options, okay? And then from here, I could still be on my frame right here, and then boom, this is the shot to the groin. This is my number 4. This is my final strike. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4 is what we did. That changed to 1, 2, frame, groin shot right here. Okay, so as I pass, I'm putting a palm heel to the groin, like so. Boom, just like so, okay? Which is the palm heel to the groin right there. And then by this time, hopefully you're heading towards their back. And then you could secure a rear naked choke or whatnot. But the main idea is, I hope you can see how much the technique changed. The textbook was 1, 2, 3, 4. The realistic application is 1, 2, and then we come to the frame. Immediately, 1, you might even go straight to the frame, okay? So 1, 2, to the frame, and then from the frame, I mean, who knows, it just might be like so, and then, okay, so that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.